All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. It is Frazelma Lynn with Parenting911 doing lunch with you today. It is Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. Central Time. So here we are. Now, different locations. So I know I have some music playing in the background. Maybe it'll relax you a little bit for a few minutes while you're on your lunch break. All right. We are going to finish up talking about parenting styles today. Today we will talk about the permissive parenting style. And with this parenting style in particular, it does have warmth and affection in it. However, that love is not real because it has a fakeness. It is there to manipulate the children just to love them. All right, so it is not the give and take part of love. It is not just to sacrifice on both ends, but it is to just give and give and give. This is the style where parents buy everything, anything the children want, anything the children say, just buy it, just give it to them, and anything, because they're trying to buy their love, so to speak, or earn their love. And this parenting style, um, it is very emotional. It is emotional driven because as the children are more emotional, the parents give more. So the children are the ones that guide what's going on with this parenting style. It is indulgent and it is oversensitive. So this is what some people would call helicopter parenting, but it is overindulgent, very sensitive. It is being sure that whatever the child wants, they get. Not they get their needs. And many times in this type of situation, the needs are actually neglected. Nobody pays attention to the needs because that's not particularly what the child wants. So here it is based on only on what the child wants, not on needs. It is very unbalanced type of parenting where it lacks confidence. The parent lacks confidence in parenting skills. Therefore, the parent compensates or overcompensates with buying things and giving in to things because they know that they are lacking in parenting or proper parenting skills. As one mother told me, she said this was how she thought she could get her child to love her, by buying anything the child wanted, anything. She would go in debt, take out loans to buy bigger and better or whatever it was, a gaming chair, the gaming devices, the this and that, the new computers, anything that the child said they wanted. The child wasn't even a teen yet, but she thought that that's what she needed to do to get her child to love her. See, that's that permissiveness. Um, Knowing you have a lack in the parenting skills, but not knowing what to do about them. Um, and many times these parents, and I'm having, since I'm in a different location, I am having to look up so that I can see, make sure I'm covering the notes that I have. These parents are usually non demanding. These children don't have to do chores, they have no responsibilities, um, low expectations, low academic expectations or motivations. Nobody expects them to do anything. Because whatever is needed, the parent will jump in and do it for them. So they're not expected to be able to do anything. Don't worry about a thing. This is the parenting style where um, the parent makes excuses for the child. The parent never says no to the child. There are no boundaries, or if there are, there are just a few, and then they're not followed through. So this is uh, permissive parenting is like when you're in the store and you see young children just running through the store, playing, they'll run into people or run into people's buggies because there is no constraint, there is no control. They'll pull things off the shelves, they'll break things, and even though they're with an adult who should be monitoring and supervising them, the parent that's with them says absolutely nothing. Or the parent will say, you all need to stop. And the children never, ever slow down. They pay no attention to what the parent is saying. Well, that's this permissive style of parenting. The child is actually permitted to be the boss of the house. The child tells the parent what to do. And in most cases, it's because the parent does not want any type of confrontation. So to keep, to stay away from that, they'll just do whatever the child says. Give the child his way, that kind of thing. Do whatever the child wants. And so, with this, the parents are again warm and affectionate, but in a manipulative way, just to get their child to obey them. They think more on a friendship type relationship instead of a parenting responsible role. They think that if they're just their child's friends, everything will be okay. But if you're your child's friend, who's going to be the parent? So at some point there has to be a line drawn so that you can parent your child. um, there there are no boundaries, or very few, as we mentioned already. And even if there are boundaries, they're unclear. Nobody really understands them. Nobody thinks anything about them. Nobody follows them. I mean, they're just there, but they don't mean anything. Um, One-way communication, usually it is from the child to the parent, and then the parent obeys and complies. Um, the motto again is, children will be children. Just let them do whatever. Children will be children. This also allows children to manipulate parents and to think that they can manipulate all adults. It is enabling children and not empowering them. So the children who are raised under this parenting style usually lack self-confidence, self-control. They lack motivation. These are the children that are bossy. They can tell everybody what to do. They don't, but they themselves have to depend on someone. That's why they're so bossy. They have to depend on someone because all of their lives, their parents stepped in instead of empowering them to be able to do for themselves. The parents stepped in and did for the children everything, everything. These are the children that are usually impulsive, with low academic achievement, not low academic capability, but achievement, because no one has challenged them. Well, from home, no one has challenged them to do more, to persevere, to push through, to learn how to hang in there. No one did that because their parents, with the permissive parenting style, were too busy jumping in, making excuses for them, doing their homework for them, that type of thing. These young people who are raised under that parenting style generally don't want to be parents because they don't want responsibility. They are still dependent on their parents, even as adults. They feel entitled that their parents should do for them because that's been their whole life, that their parents have done for them. So then we find the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds and the 50-year-olds still living at home without a job, living with their parents and living in their parents' home, and their parents still doing whatever they say do. All right. So we've talked about the 4 different types of parenting styles. We talked about authoritarian, authoritative, the uninvolved, and the permissive. We talk about these so we as parents can see ourselves and then make the adjustments to be better. To be better. We talked about the fact that the authoritative is the better balanced parenting style because it takes the parents' side, and it also allows the parents, though, to see the perspective of the child, to include the child's opinion, the child's ideas, the child's feelings in the decisions that are being made. It includes the child in the responsibilities at the house so that the child can learn to be empowered and be more prepared as an adult. So we've talked about these so all of us can see where we are, make the adjustments. Just make whatever adjustments are needed. Make the adjustments in your parenting style to help you and your children, because whatever parenting style they are raised under, it's going to affect them as adults, regardless. So if you're in one or the other that's not allowing your children to be more empowered, to be more well-rounded, to have a voice, to learn how to communicate, to learn how to be a part, to cooperate, to care about others, then make the adjustments, parents, so that your children can grow up to be parents who are balanced for their children. Sometimes I remind parents, we're not only teaching our children how to be well rounded and responsible and caring adults, but we're teaching them that so they can also be good parents for their children. We're helping the next generation, our grandchildren as well, when you think about it. So we have to step up and do the things that we need to do. All right, that's it for me this morning. It's still morning, 11:43. I will make this announcement. We are in the Facebook group going to start with teaching tips once a week. It'll be in the evening, and we're going to start with family structure, because so many parents, as I've asked questions about, what's one thing that you really think parents need, and many parents have answered they need to know how to structure their homes and what to do, because many of them will say, I didn't even know I was supposed to structure. I thought it just worked, automatically. Well, it doesn't. And just like any building, you have to have a good foundation. Your structure has to be strong. So we're going to start talking about family structure, remodeling and having a strong family structure. Um, I have not yet decided what night of the week, what evening, but we'll soon let you know. It may be Thursday evenings at 5:30 or what have you, but we will post it. We will let you know. Be looking for that information and join us. And if you have any specific areas that you want us to talk about and coach, give strategies on, all you have to do is send them to me. Let me know. You can DM me in the Facebook group and let me know what those areas are. All right. You all have an amazing rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. I look to see you Tuesday, 11:30, doing lunch with Parenting 911. See you later.